Hello there, everybody. This is Gwyneth. This is a reading for all the water signs. And we'll start with Cancer. This forecast runs from January 21st to the 30th. And as always, I ask you to like, share, and subscribe. So let's get going. Okay, Cancer, what's happening with you? Well, I can't say enough about the fact that all of the planets have jumped into Aquarius, or a lot of them. And how does that affect you? And where does that affect you in your life? And so I'm going to talk about that. All right, so let's get going. On Thursday the 22nd, Mercury will link arms with Pluto. Your ideas will be lit up. You will feel like you are on fire intellectually. And where does this land? In your 8th house. You're ready for change. You may not know it yet, but you are ready to take the next steps into something very important. Also, this can affect, as one of the astrologers that I follow calls chunky money, you could be inheriting. I don't want to make you feel sad or depressed, because hopefully this is coming from somewhere in your very, very, very long past history. But there is an opportunity here for that to occur. When the sun connects with Pluto, it's a dynamic moment. And that's definitely in your 8th house of major transition. Yes. Mars will also sextile Neptune. And you'll have this sense of knowing that it's time to shift gears in some way. On Friday the 23rd, Mars moves into Aquarius. Mars in Aquarius is in that 8th house. You feel energized. You feel like, saying to the world, bring it on. So that's interesting. And the sun will connect with Pluto. So the sun in Aquarius will again link arms or conjunct with Pluto. So there's no holding you back. There is a major, major universal shift that's going to be affecting you. On the 26th, Neptune changes sign. It goes into Aries. Neptune is not known for being fiery. It is a water sign. Oh, take that back. It's often depicted as water-based because Neptune is so much tied to illusion and psychic phenomena and sensitivity. In fact, it's often, you see it in movies and in books as being depicted as the god of water. But Neptune is about tuning into your hot, sensitive areas, the areas of knowing, your intuition. And so Neptune will move into Aries for a very long time, like for the next 20-some years. And where does that affect you? In that part of your chart that speaks to everything and anything to do about your influence on the world, your movement through your career, your involvement in community-based organizations, your involvement in any level that affects the society and culture around you. And you will be using your Cancerian know-how to make life different for people in your communities. So that's something that's going to be happening. On Tuesday the 27th, we have a Kapal moment. Mars will link arms with Pluto. Mars in Aquarius, Pluto in Aquarius, in your 8th house. It is a moment that says, I can't look back. You may decide to move. You may find that you're in a new relationship. You may decide that you want to take a job. across town, but it's going to mean leaving, your home for long periods of time, even though it's just across, a couple streets, because it'll eat up a lot of your time. It is a change-worthy transit, and it can make all the difference in the way you live your life and how you express it. This happens every 2 years, this particular transit, and it can be very powerful. And lastly, on Thursday the 29th, Mercury will conjunct Venus. You will have connections with people, express affection with the people that you care about. Mercury in the sign of Aquarius again, and in the sign of Aquarius in Venus as well, in your 8th house. So there is an interesting period of time. Again, the 8th house is all about your deep urges, your feelings of sensuality, sexuality. Some of you might be thinking about having children, but you will be expressing your ideas about that. Maybe you've made a new connection with a very important person and you want to share that love with them. So this is all coming up over the next week. It's intense. So Cancer, with that in mind, let's take a look at the oracle cards and see what they're sharing with us right now and what the universe wants you to understand. I always look at it that way. You can look at it different ways. Golly, there's 1,000, interpretations of what I do, but let's see what it's asking of you. Keep it light. Laugh, be happy, find moments to enjoy what's happening around you. Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. There is a new commitment on the horizon. Could be a love. It could be a commitment to any number of projects that you are currently involved in. Somebody has a very powerful position in society, and this could be the person you're involved with, either in a very emotional partnership or somebody that you work with. It's time for a vacation. 4 of Swords. This person that you have made a connection with, the Hierophant, could be, in a high position in society. But this person could be saying to you, I want to go on a vacation. Watch the shop. Or they could be saying, come with me. Benefits come during this period of time. Your finances seem to settle out. In a big way. King of Pentacles. This is a person in your life, non-gender specific. It could be a Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn. It also speaks to the possibility of your finances improving. There is some good news on the horizon, a message. And it's coming from somebody that you've known in the past. 6 of Cups. So Cancer, this is a dynamic week. There's a connection that you've made or will be making, and it has deep roots into your psyche. So keep me in the loop. I'm very curious. Take care, be well, and so let's move on to Scorpio. Okay, Scorpio, how are you doing? What is happening out there? Well, I'm going to tell you. Aquarius has entered the building. Aquarius is in 4 of the major planets right now. It's affecting your chart and everybody else's. So let's take a look and see where exactly it lands in your life. Okay, Scorpio, where is this Aquarius? It's all in the area of home and family. Your not so much just your kids, it's family members, your home of origin, mom and your mother in particular. Everything and anything to do with the house. And with Aquarius, it has a very intellectual overtone to it. So, on Thursday 22nd, Mercury will conjunct Pluto. And that's in your 4th house. You're thinking a lot of thoughts about what's happening in the family. It's very powerful. On Friday the 23rd, the Sun conjuncts Pluto in your 4th house. I recently had a friend that has had to remodel her entire house because there was a lightning strike. She's fine, the house is fine. But what happened, even though it did affect just one small part of the house, it took out all of the electrical work. So that has to all be replaced, which means tearing down walls. This is dynamic. In the long run, it's going to be very powerful and positive, but it's a pain in the meantime. Mars enters Aquarius. Mars is the action-oriented planet. So on the Friday the 23rd, Mars is entering the whole lineup of Aquarian planets. On the 26th, Neptune, which has been in Pisces, a very sweet sign, and it works really well with Neptune because Pisces is ruled by Neptune, moves into the fiery sign of Aries for the next 26 years. What does that mean for you, Scorpio? Well, it's in your 6th house of how you work. What do you want to work at? What do you want to do? Do you want to carve small animals out of wood? Or do you want to run a candle business? Or do you want to get a job in a nonprofit? Are you working on issues that support your well-being physically, which is another part of the 6th house? The big news for this particular cycle, for this week, is that Mars in the sign of Aquarius will join forces with Pluto. So you got the 2 heavy hitters. As some astrologers are saying, this is the big kaboom. It's the big, explosion of ideas and concepts and people's opinions. And where does that fall? In your 4th house. So you could find that family members are sharing their ideas very loudly. You could find that your house is begging for reform very loudly. I mean, for some of you, it's decluttering with 4 dump trucks. And for others, it's tearing off the roof to create a skylight. It doesn't have to be catastrophic, but it does mean that it's energetically extremely powerful for you. And then on the 29th, Mercury and Venus will be in the sign of Aquarius, dynamically sharing very beautiful moments, particularly on a mercurial intellectual level. You may have somebody that you've fallen in love with, or somebody in your family that needs to hear that they're cared about. So that's coming up. Or you could be sharing decorating tips with somebody because it's Venus. Venus is about beauty and decorations and color and the dynamics of making an environment pleasant, or even making yourself pleasant. Maybe somebody in your family circle needs to change their look because they are suddenly out in the world dating, or or they're in the public eye in some way. So this is all happening around you over the next week. So it should be very interesting. Scorpio, let's take a look at what's happening with you on a psychic level. Scorpio. Inner power. Sit down and breathe deeply and focus on your solar plexus. This is a very good thing to do right now for everybody, actually. But Scorpio, you're being called to do that. What is your inner power? Well, it's obviously corralling people in your family and getting them to all act as a team in some way. There's a new, loving new beginning for you. Now, what is it about? There will be a rebirth. Have some of you been out of touch in relationships? Are you needing to redevelop that and bring it back online? Have some of you not dated in a very long time? This is a good time to start. You will be consulting with somebody or sharing your ideas with somebody to get some feedback. Two of Wands. There's a possibility of an affectionate new beginning with somebody that you have the desire for intimacy with. You may are falling in love with someone or will be. There is a message from that person. You are wondering what this is all about. The moon, it's a very deep, core, symbolic thing. And you'll be seeing where the possibilities can take you. Scorpio, this is a huge period of time. This is change making. Three of Wands is allowing you to see where your assets lie. Is this this connection with this person feasible? Can it work? This is going to be a very interesting week. Hey, please keep me in the loop. And also, if you like this channel, like, share, and subscribe. It helps us move along here. Thank you. All right, let's move on to Pisces. Pisces, what are you up to? I'm looking for my notes, and here we go. Okay. Pisces, where is Aquarius in your chart? It's in the 12th house. The 12th house is a mysterious area of the chart. It's all about your past life or lives, abilities and talents you've brought in from the past. You know, with Aquarius there, you're fundamentally a very creative person, particularly with technology. And you may say, I can't even turn a computer on. That's not the point. You can fix a toaster, or you can work on other kinds of widgets, but you bring ingenuity to the table. With the 12th house, you may be exploring a religious vocation. You may be exploring a new religion. You may be exploring developing your intuition more. You know, so that's happening. Lots is occurring. On the 22nd, Mercury conjuncts Pluto, and it's in that 12th house. So there are some new ideas percolating, and they're powerfully driven. You may have had a calling for a long time for a religious life, or maybe what you've been wanting to do is delve deeper in your psychic abilities, or maybe what you want to do is go volunteer somewhere where people are institutionalized, because the 12th house represents that. Or maybe you're looking more seriously at your career path. Whatever it is, it's very, very strong for you right now. On Friday the 23rd, the sun will conjunct Pluto in that 12th house. So there's momentum, there's change occurring. On that same day, Mars moves into Aquarius, and it's all about action. It's the Nike commercial in your 12th house. What are we doing? Who are we planning? What are the action markers that you can take to move forward on a plan you have? On the 26th, Neptune moves into the sign of Aries. And for you, Pisces, that will be in, I'm looking here, in your second house. It's all about your financial portfolio, your financial situation, and it lasts for the next 20 some years. So over the next 20 some years, you will be looking to see how you can feather your nest. It's a real focal point, and you will use your intuition and your spiritual ability to make that happen. On the 27th, the real juice occurs. It's a linking up of Mars, which is the planet of action, it's fiery, with Pluto, the planet of let's get rid of that old thing and build something new. And that's in that area of your chart that has to do with your spirituality, your past lives, the 12th house. What are you going to do in that arena? What is important? Are you joining a new church? Because church always comes up in this. Are you interested in a new meditation practice? Are you interested in going on a long hike to contemplate your next moves? Are you simply ready to make your life more focused and more focused on the important things that matter to you? Whatever it is, this is a moment to mark in your calendars. And this happens every 2 years. It's a period of, explosive activity, particularly in that area of your life. Your soul will resonate with this energy, and it will stay with you for a few weeks at least. On the 29th, Mercury and Venus, the planet of love and beauty, will be running through this 12th house. It's very important. Sorry about that. We are back. With Mercury and Venus conjunct, you will have ideas about improving the quality of your life. You will start to see what you really value, what truly matters to you. This could be a fascinating week. Please take notes and let me know what's happening. I love to hear from my listeners. Okay, and let's take a look at your oracle cards. What do we need to know for Pisces? Pisces. This has been coming up a lot. Romantic partner. Is there somebody that you care about, that you need to share ideas with, that you need to talk to about some of your inner concerns? Or is this a person you haven't met yet? I think it's a person you haven't met yet. My cat is very loud, and he is telling us he is starving. His name is Hamlet. We call him Hammy. There will be some news, positive news from this person. He's got fairy wings. I know this is not gender specific, but this person has fairy wings. It doesn't look like those wings could take him very far because he's a big person. there is a message of love. This is a loving, new, out of the box, out of the blue situation for you. Use your head at first. Try to understand what's happening here. The Strength card. You'll be wanting, because you're a Pisces, you'll be wanting to meditate or contemplate the situation deeply. If you were a Leo, that wouldn't be the case. Or, you know, if you were a Cancer, you'd be making soup. But no, you're a Pisces, you're going to meditate or pray on this, or sit down and drink tea to think about it. Three of Pentacles is a possibility that in the meantime, you'll be signing some kind of contract together. Three of Pentacles. The person that is coming along could be an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. Very, very intellectual. And it could cause a stirring in you. Not any old stirring. We're talking, you know, dance gaily and put on some music and whatever, because it's going to make you feel very joyful. And there could even be a celebration attached to this new connection. So Pisces, on that note, I want you to enjoy this week. Please let me know if any of what I'm talking about transpires. I love to hear from people. Tell your friends that I exist. Also, by the way, I do readings. Go to my website, cottagetarot.com, and check me out. Lots is happening there. And let me know, again, what you think. I love doing this, and I've been doing it for so long. I can't even remember when I started. And I learn something new all the time and like to share it with you. Also, if you have ideas of what you'd like to hear about, let me know. So on that note, I want to wish you well. Take care. Bye-bye.